So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
12.
Chase the motion man right. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And Burrow going to change the play. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position. and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Get set. 11.
After one, 7-3 the score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
12. 11. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11 MT, take it. 11 MT, 11 Thomas. 12.
In motion right here, Boyd.
Stop.
Burrow on play action. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Lieutenant Aaron Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And this one complete to Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 6.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And space tough to come by there, as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow going to change things up. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Higgins goes in motion right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go, here we go.
Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
21 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run here with Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Hey, 57, 57.
In motion right is Tony. To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now they'll audible to something else. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Pacheco heading right. And he stopped immediately there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Pacheco once again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
A nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Gun.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm fine, ready?
Here's 1st and goal. Mixon.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
I'm one, ready?
On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
11.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
12.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Finding and Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Mahomes. A solid stiff arm. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
Yeah. All right, I got him.